Let's begin with a secret, a gift that nature alone has bestowed upon Iran. If we had to describe this land in a single sentence, it would be a fortress not built by human hands, but by the earth itself. Mountains encircle Iran on all sides, rising like silent guardians. To the south, the Zagros range stands tall, blocking any invader from approaching. Southwest, these mountains slope gently toward Iraq. Northwest, they soar steep and unyielding, forming an almost impossible barrier against Turkey. And where there are no mountains, there are marshlands, dark, impenetrable wetlands where the Tigris and Euphrates meet, a natural moat, a watery trap for any army foolish enough to try. To the north, the Alborz mountains shield the Caspian Sea. To the east, smaller ranges wrap Iran like a ribbon, guarding borders with Afghanistan and Pakistan. Look closely. This is no ordinary land. It is a fortress, sealed on all sides, with the Persian Gulf forming the final wall. Any force approaching from the Gulf faces mountains rising 1.5 kilometers into the sky, stretching over 250 kilometers inland. Geography here is a weapon, honed over centuries. Just as it protected Afghanistan from empires, it shields Iran today. For 600 years, countless armies have tried and failed. Beyond its mountains, two deserts lie, Dasht-i-Kavir and Dasht-e-Lut. Harsh, unyielding, forcing life into the mountains. 90 million people cling to these heights. And any invading army? A nightmare to command and control. Land-based invaders face narrow paths, deadly logistics, and weather that itself becomes an enemy. These mountains, while protective, also constrain Iran, shaping the strategies it uses to project power beyond its borders. Iran does not fight every battle directly. Instead, it extends influence quietly, through networks of allies. Hezbollah in Lebanon, Houthis in Yemen, the Islamic resistance in Iraq, Hamas and Islamic Jihad in Palestine, silent guardians working from shadows. And then, there is the Strait of Hormuz, a choke point of unimaginable power. The northern Persian Gulf belongs entirely to Iran. The southern side, shared among 7 nations. But at the entrance, the strait narrows. Iran forms a V-shape here, controlling every move. Steep cliffs rise from the south, easily defended. Any ship daring to enter without permission, destroyed. Through this strait flows 20% of the world's oil, 90% of Qatar's LNG close Hormuz, and the world feels the pressure. In 2025, the global economy stood at $120 trillion. Close Hormuz for just a moment, and $6 trillion vanishes. Iran's third weapon, its long, rugged coastline, 2,815 kilometers of sea border along the Caspian and Persian Gulf. Not sandy beaches, but mountains, hidden bunkers, missile batteries invisible to satellites and drones. Any enemy landing from the sea faces a wall of mountains, a deadly trap. And finally, the people. Iran is multi-ethnic. Persians, Azeris, Kurds, Arabs, Baloch, Turkmen. Diverse, proud, with histories stretching back centuries. Keeping them united is a challenge even for Iran. Yet this very diversity becomes a nightmare for any invader. When the British and Russians tried to occupy Iran in 1941, internal divisions almost tore the country apart. But faith and unity prevailed. 95% of Iranians are Shia Muslims. And when outsiders attack, history shows they unite. In 1980, after the Iranian Revolution, Saddam Hussein believed Iran was weak. He was wrong. 8 years of brutal war, millions of casualties, yet not an inch of Iranian soil was lost. Iran's greatest weapon is not armies, it is size. 1.6 million square kilometers. Mountains, deserts, hidden cities, a labyrinth no invader can master. The deeper they go, the longer their supply lines, the more vulnerable they become. Tehran, Isfahan, Mashhad, safe, far from borders, giving defenders time. Iran's land itself acts as a silent protector, turning time into its deadliest weapon.